The Trump administration starts talking about affordability after Mamdani went to New York, which, okay, so affordability is the screw, and we're twisting the screw because that's getting a rile out of people. That's getting people to show up to vote. Now, at the Real Deal, and I looked through some of the highlights. I didn't go because I actually had to work these days. Some of the panelists talking about office space, talking about high-end real estate, high-end condos. Now, high-end condos are all well and fine, and they make people a ton of money because if you're selling for $1,500 a square foot, like your margins are pretty good, as opposed to selling for $500 a square foot. But and I gotta call something out. People talk about overbuilding. There's no overbuilding. Well, overbuilding what? What are we overbuilding? We talk a lot about in this show about multiple markets. You have the 10 million plus market, you have the 5 million plus market, you have multifamily market. These are all different markets, but people just throw the umbrella of real estate over all of these markets, and they're very different. So yes, do I think we're overbuilding some things? Oh yeah, I think $1,200 to $1,500 a square foot condos. I think we're overbuilding the shit out of them. Are we overbuilding multifamily apartments? I don't think so. They're being absorbed. What about workforce condominiums? The product selling for between $400 and $700 a square foot. I don't think we're building enough of them. You want to attract the corporations who would otherwise be in Atlanta or in Charlotte or these other markets in the Southeast. Okay, well, not all of these companies are tech companies or high finance companies paying their employees mid to high six figures. These are people who are making $150,000, maybe $200,000 a year. These aren't people who are all buying $5 million places. So we need to build, I'm not going to say affordable, because affordable makes people think like Section 8, federal housing. No, just regular people housing. Sub $1,000 a square foot, not $200 a square foot, not $1,500 a square foot, like $650, $800 a square foot. And I get, and I'll get off my soapbox in a second, but I think if we build more of this rah that we talk shit about here on the show all the time, it could actually be rah if developers build for these people, because then these companies who are trying to attract people here, the people are going to come and say, oh great, I don't have to live in Homestead. Because that's the reality. You come down here, you got an office in Blue Lagoon, and your boss goes, okay, go buy a place. Dude, you're driving an hour plus to get to your office.